Just close your eyes. Close your eyes and position of the body. Just adjust and align the position of the body in order to move the mind within to experience deeper state before we start our real journey of knowledge. So the position of the body, and that makes the mind subtle. So become aware of the world outside the body. The room is there and the stuff. So, and the relationship, they are non-self. They are not me. Any value given to anything outside will cause suffering inside. We will understand that. So then become aware of the body. The body, move the mind on the body from the top of the head and the toes. So the mind moves on the top of the head and the toes and experience that sensation, that being comfortable. So it is the physical mind that makes you comfortable. And the physical mind is always attached and conditioned. So the first physical mind is the world outside. The moment we become aware of our room, car, stuff, things, people, relationship, it has to do with the physical mind. What causes the physical mind? I am the body. So we are experiencing being comfortable with the body. Now move the mind a little deeper inside the body. We find the breath. Just look at the breath. How much progress you have made? Let us check it by a step. Look at the breath going in and out, no change in the rate and the rhythm of the breath, and start counting the breath that is going in and out. Breath going in and out. You're just looking at the breath going in and out, feeling the sensation, and that is all. You are looking at the breath going in and out, and you discover that it is an easy way to go. Very good. That is one way to understand. Now the second way, the breath goes in, Shantoham, breath comes out, Shantoham. Breath goes in, Shantoham. Breath comes out, Shantoham. breath goes in, Shantoham, breath comes out, Shantoham. You're just saying Shantoham, 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 breath going in and out, and you also realize that the mind is not going anywhere. There is a kind of steadiness, and that is wonderful. Pick up, now drop this and become aware of the head and the neck and experience sensation, relaxation and stillness. Right arm, sensation, relaxation and stillness. Left arm, sensation, relaxation and stillness. Chest and the belly, sensation, relaxation and stillness. Right leg, sensation, relaxation and stillness. Left leg, sensation, relaxation and stillness. The entire body, sensation, relaxation and stillness. The entire body, sensation, relaxation and stillness. In that state, look deep inside the heart. In the space, allow the mind to move deeper and also become aware as if you know that the mind is moving deep and deep and deep inside. It moves deeper inside. It moves deep inside. It moves deep inside. And you have a presence that is formless. It has no form, it is just a pure consciousness. Anytime we have an issue and challenges and we move deeper inside, all our challenges and the problems dissolves into that consciousness. That is the true understanding that we have made a progress. And at the same time, when there is a challenge, we move the mind deep inside, we throw the problems, we start contemplating and reflecting on it, and we find the solution based on the right knowledge, the right speech, and the right action. In summary, it takes time, but in summary, that is what the journey is. Just doing nothing, living into that state. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Become aware of the right hand. Become aware of the left hand. Lift your both the palms, place it on your eyes. Open the eyes inside. Know your experiences. Bring the hands down. Relax. So do you remain relaxed all the time. Knowledge. Knowledge, as we discussed, knowledge is to be realized in stages. And knowledge means knowledge of the self. Knowledge of the self means we had a glimpse of, we experience permanent state of peace, happiness, love and the wisdom 24/7. Our outer life do not take over this self, but the self takes over the personal, professional, social life. That is the end of suffering. That is the end of all the suffering. So one of the finest principles, Nancy, is remove that ignorance. Knowledge, opposite of knowledge is ignorance. Opposite of knowledge is not action. Similarly, opposite of action is inaction. But yes, until we reach to a stage where we become a perfect seeker, we have to follow certain practices to become a seeker. We have to act. So action is required at that stage. Once you are a seeker, in today's practice, we move slowly, we enter deeply. Can we enter and move deeply into that state all the time? It happens by the knowledge practice. Just I become aware of the situation, condition, people, things, and the knowledge inside the mind takes a stand with reference to the self and free. We are going little step by step deeper. My master used to say there are only two things in the world, the self and the non-self. Aquarium, this is your aquarium, but this is different from you. So what is different from you is not you. Anything outside in the world is not you. But it becomes me and mine by giving value to it. Giving value comes from the habitual mind, unconscious mind. And that unconscious mind has an element of likes and dislikes. That is why we give value. And this likes and dislikes goes with the thinking and creates a strong desire, and the journey of confusion, loss of memory, and the delusion starts, and that delusion becomes the cause of our suffering in life. Self and the non-self. First we are understanding self and non-self. Let us make it how the mind enters into ignorance and how the ignorance causes suffering. So we have understood the ignorance is incomplete knowledge about who am I. Right? So let us go step by this. Self and the non-self. Self means I am, not self means I am not. Right? Second part. I am is a state of pure consciousness, and its true nature is permanent peace, happiness, love, and wisdom. That we cannot find out in not self. Means I am not. This is my aquarium, but I am not an aquarium. So that is how I understand and differentiate, separate I am and my aquarium. So my aquarium is not me. Am I clear? Right? So when I give value to the aquarium, then I become an aquarium. And that creates a lot of problems. I'm not. I'm 100% clear. You will say you're giving me, I never say this is me. Okay. Let me bring you into your awareness what you say. You say first that this is my, and then you say this is me. And that creates the problem. Because I have given value, I became unconscious, I became habitual, I am living in delusion, and that delusion takes and stands with the ego, and that causes the problem. So whether it is Nancy or whether it is Lois. So Lois sent an email with definitely very subtle that she did not recognize that ego part. So leave that part first. So we are going to understand and we are going to answer that how I see this is my aquarium and this aquarium becomes me. I give you one beautiful example. And once you maintain that awareness, the life changes. What is that example? Your body, my body, is made up of chemicals, protein, carbohydrate, fat, amino acids, some inorganic chemicals, phosphorus, oxygen, sulfur, that's all. Right? Clear? We are understanding the answer. How my becomes me, and that becomes a problem. I'm giving only one example. Clear? Body is made up of chemicals, matter, pure matter. Right? Now, if I ask the scientist to find out what is the amount of protein, carbohydrate, fat, amino acids, inorganic chemicals the body of a Nancy contains, they calculate, and then I ask the scientist, bring those chemicals and put it here. Are those chemicals you? But when you say, here I am, you say, I am my body. Body is made up of the same chemicals. You say, I am my body. The same chemicals here, you say, this is not me. Are you getting it? It's a higher knowledge. So now we are picking up the higher knowledge. So once we are a seeker, from the seeker point of view, now I understand. What? Now you contemplate and reflect. Same chemicals is here. This body is made up of the same chemicals. I say this is me. Same chemicals, I say this is not me. Is my mind crazy? That craziness is ignorance. Because I have given value to this body. I become my body. So first I become my body, and then I become, then Nancy is my relative, this guy is not, this is me, and mine world is created. Because of just giving value to it, losing awareness, forgetting our true nature and living in ignorance. Ignorance always causes suffering. There are two levels. You are living in wisdom. The other is living in ignorance, who is your relative. They may cause you suffering, but you are not affected. That is one possibility. The other is that other is intellectually convincing that you are creating a problem, but you know you are not, so there is no problem, because you are not living in ignorance. You are not living in ignorance. So where is the problem? I can tell you her name, Anne Hoffman. She is almost 85, 86. Getting a lot of money. She has been my student for the last 10 years. She still attends one session every week. For the last 8 months. No, she says no. So, 2 sons, both married. Doing good her life. Her husband died of a cancer, I told you. He was a professor, retired professor in the Princeton University. Her son took a heavy mortgage in the New York City for his house. And then he went into depression along with his wife. They could not pay the mortgage. She is paying the mortgage. She is paying the school fees of her 2 kids. Now question comes. Is it right? Then why and how? If it is not right, then why and how? So, couple of months before, in every session she used to be upset. What should I do? I have to pay Acharya. She used to say me. No, I have to pay, for private school for these 2 kids, and I have to pay mortgage. I'm already paying $2,500 per month. I said, how long you are going to pay? 1. Whether paying this amount is really helping your son and daughter-in-law. That is my question. You love me, why don't you start paying me so that I stop working? So then I gave another example. I say my sister-in-law. She is doing nothing in India. So my wife told me to send her a couple of $100 to her. I said, why? I can afford it. No problem. That is why you are saying I should send. But the question is why? How long? What is the goal? Is she ready to change herself? 6 months? Let me pay her. Keep that target. If not, no way. I'm not sending. I stopped. I did not send anyone. Second point, even if I could not afford and I see a person is really capable and trying to improve and change to raise his or her level, I'm ready to pay. So I told my wife, put your sister in either of this option. If they put it, if you feel that no, she cannot do anything, I said, why should I pay? It's a waste of money. It's not charity, it's not a donation. And I can tell you after 6 months she is going to complain against you, she is going to blame you. It is better to stop now. It took me a couple of weeks to tell the same thing to my friend Anne. When it comes to me, I know I have to take a right action. I said, what do you think, Anne? How long? You are 86. I know you can afford. You are affording a house in the Princeton. You can do everything, but how long? Do you want to die in stress, in getting upset? So I became very tough. Oh, she has been with me for many years. I said, no, I don't understand. The next question comes, it means, do you want me to stop payment? I said, answer yourself. Are you in peace by paying the money? No. Why you are not in peace? Solve this problem first. Forget about paying and not paying. Leave aside. You have paid this month? Okay, now sit. Discuss. Understand. What is the principle? Same principle. I am not the body. This is my body, but I am not the body. So the mind overpowers in ignorance, claims I am the body, and then the journey of suffering starts. Then I am my son, then I am my daughter, then I am my brother, and the journey starts. Then people get too much hurt even if the car breaks down. Oh, this is me. This is me. Oh, this is machine. Simple machine. This is not me. This is not not at all. This is my cell phone. This is not me. I am 100% clear. I am going to replace this phone after a year or so. It happens. We are going to replace these t-shirts and these dresses. You have already replaced. You have already replaced this. We take it for granted. This is not me, it can be replaced. We don't take for granted this is my body. How can I replace? Replacement of the body is known as a death. And death scares us. Same thing. Death or the problems with any of the relations also scares us. So deep behind it is the ignorance. And behind that ignorance it is the sense of anxiety, the fear, the duality and the conflict is there. In everyone. Whether she has written, she also suffers from the other perspective. Simple. I see from that perspective. Did you understand that part? Self and the non-self. Self and the non-self. And the hardest example, all chemicals, equal quantity, same proportion is present here, that is present in your body. You say these chemicals is not me. You are crazy. But when you look at the body, you say this is my body. Body is also made up of the same chemicals. We have to maintain that awareness inside, so that the mind does not start giving first value to the body, and the moment it gives value to the body, mind drops down, it loses awareness, it loses the wisdom, it loses the ability to contemplate and reflect, and once I am the body, then my wife becomes me. My husband becomes me. My son becomes me. Why it becomes me? Because I feel hurt when he or she is hurt. When he or she is doing wrong thing, I feel hurt. Why? You are not understanding. You don't follow the right path. You are bound to suffer. What should I do? I love you, I care you. But it does not mean. So I said, and this is too much. You are inviting problems in your life. At this age, when you can live. What should I say? I said, no, don't follow what I say. Think and contemplate. And call them together. Sit. Tell them, I'm 86. You guys are in 40s and 50s. You should have been helping me rather than I'm helping you. What is your goal? How many months? You are going to return and also help me. Be very clear. Don't become me and mine. Don't become me and mine. I will say, she has yet to say it. Why? Because of I'm living in ignorance. There is no problem at all. I will say to them that I will pay you for 6 months. I said, where lies the problem of saying this? No, it is 6 months. What? I didn't say that. We don't know whether we'll live for 6 months. Fear, anxiety, unnecessary. Why I'm not able to say? Why I don't dare to say for 6 months? Because they will feel bad. You'll feel bad. You are not taking care of yourself. Why you should feel bad? See. I have those challenges every day, almost whenever I go and I find those challenges. I said, just be very clear. I'm not against anyone. And I'm not in favor of anyone. I'm in favor of the right knowledge, the wisdom. That is very clear in my life now for the last almost 20 years. Just see that. So the problem starts self and the non-self, self, non-self, self, non-self. So when I meditate, I live into that state of meditation. The mind is 100% clear. From that state of the mind, I think, I speak, I act, and I take a decision. Done. And the answer is there in peace and happiness. In peace and happiness. Self, my true nature, I am myself. My mind giving me value to the body and claims I am the body. First I am the body, then only I can relate. I am sitting here with you. But the body is matter, body is not me. Then I become your brother, sister, son, daughter, honey, no honey, money, everything it becomes. I understand that. So now you get crazy, for example, and I live into that wisdom. I don't say anything. I said, first you calm down, then I will listen to you. I'm not listening. No, you are listening, I'm angry and crazy. I'm not listening. So simple. When you calm down, why you calm down? Because only in the state of calm and relax I can take a right decision. No way. I said, and you are taking a decision in unconsciousness, in anxiety. What will happen to them? Nothing will happen to anyone. And who the hell I am to take care of anyone? Existence is taking care of me. Isn't it? Existence is taking care of you, me. I don't know whether I'm going to meet you next week. No, I'm just saying, if you schedule it, I don't know. What existence has for me in the next week, I don't know. Why not open up my mind? Why to live in those fears and anxiety and duality and a conflict? Throw them out. And yes, first thing is very clear, that you have thrown everything. I am and I am not. You are 100% clear. You check that your mind is in peace and happiness, love and wisdom. Now you face the problem. Now you face the challenge. Not blaming, not complaining. You both are equal to me. So now I see the problem I told you about my younger brother. I said, no, I promise you, my brother, I will not do this thing again. I said, I'm fine with it, and I will pay all the people with whom you have taken. So I've already sent around $2,000, and it was already paid. But at the same time, I put one of my senior students, who is a cop, who is a good friend of mine, to be in contact with my younger brother, because he has low IQ and an average person. And he is now, I could realize after 6 months, he is clear that he is not going to do this thing again. That is one way of correcting. So, but I was very tough outside. But inside, I asked the cop that, no, you have to take care. If he needs anything, if he has less money, you can pay, and I'll pay back. So I was supervising from a distance. That is the one option. So Anne was asking, how can I supervise? I said, no, you need not to supervise. They are already adult. They claim they are intelligent. They have been doing the job. They should become healthy, they should pick up the job, they should start earning the money, or they should leave that house. Should leave the house. Finish. Find another house. Be practical. Because if you are attached to this house and this house is me, you will become crazy. If this aquarium is you, you will become crazy. It is definitely not me. I understand. I love it, I care it, that is okay. What is outside me is constantly changing, is bound to change, you cannot control. And I say that the moment the baby is born out of the womb of a mother, that baby has become independent. 100%. It is the non-self. Now that non-self, we have to take care. We have to take care of this world of people. 1. World of objects. 2. Objects and the people we have to take care.